So today we're going to talk about the PA, the price approaching. It's our last lesson. Price approaching. So whenever we're trading, there are certain concepts that we use, right? Like what I've taught you so far. But there's also another thing that you can use to identify if your key level is going to hold or not. And that is what we call the price approaching. So sometimes price can be falling so hard, and you get stopped out. All right. So if I can one example being maybe this. If you look at maybe someone wanted to sell here on this. This is a lower time frame order block. If you look at okay. This is a lower time frame order block. This one. Yeah. There's an order block here. So let's say someone wanted to sell here. They saw this liquidity, and also maybe even here also. They say they saw this. Well, let's use these two here. Let's see. Let's see this two. Then you see how price was moving so fast, going up. Sometimes I recommend not to sell or buy when price is so bullish, because they will be taking out liquidity. Okay, so another way to increase your probability of your setup is to look at how is price approaching that key level. How are they coming to the key level? Okay, so let's say this is our key level here, where we want to sell. Okay, so we have three types of price approaching. We have three types. Okay, so the first one, we have the the 3D, the 3 drives. Then we have the accumulation. Then we have the flippy. The flippy goes together. They are both flip. They're just two different types. Two different types. All right. So what is a 3D? 3D is when. So here I'm just going to use the example of a sell. This is let's say this is your order block or your breakout mitigation. You want to sell here on this level here. So 3D looks like this. Price will be moving right, and then they will make a first high, then a second high, and then the third high, and then they sell. All right. So that's why you call it 3 drive. So like this will be the 3 drive. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Normally, when you put a trend line at the top, the price will be hitting the trend line onto that key level. So the first drive, second drive, then the third one hits the key level, the point of interest, then you sell. So this can also be something that you can use as a confluence to see how price is approaching your key level. The second one is the accumulation. Accumulation is the one where price is moving like this. All right, and normally this is where they are trapping the trend line traders, the trend line phantom. This one, they're trapping these guys here, these guys. So these guys were buying on the trend line, and then prices gets to a key level, and then they sell so fast. Why? To take out all the buyers here. That's why most of the time they will drop so fast to take out these buyers here on the trend line. That will trend line. So this is also another way to show that this key level here is going to be a good key level to buy, to sell, I mean, to sell. And then the flippy is the one way price will do something like this. So let's say this was a lower low, this is a lower high. Low, a high, and the break structure, right? So these are our key level, like I said, our point of interest, where we want to sell right here. So what they do is, there are people who try to trade their flip zones, right? This old low here. So what they do is the price will come to the old low, okay? Pretend to sell or do something like this. So people think, okay, oh yeah, price is going to hold, it's going to sell. And then once they sell here and put their stop losses here, price takes them out into the what? The order block or the breaker, and then price sells. This is what you call a flippy. It's like a manipulation of the flip zone. Support became resistance. So that's why there'll be like a few, they'll spend a little time here pretending that they want to sell. Then once you sell, they take you out into the order block with the point of interest, then they sell. The other one being the same flippy, but just different, being price will do something like this. Okay. And as they come to the key level, before they hit the key level, they'll start to range. Okay, they're creating another resistance, fake resistance. Once people have sold enough, and then they take them out, and then price drops. Okay, so this is a way when you see how price is approaching your key level using a 3-drive accumulation or something like this, a flippy, it can also increase the odds of your point of interest being a good level of selling or buying. If it's a buy, just flip this, the same thing. Okay, you can just flip this over for a buy. The same thing. I'm just using the example of a sell here. Yeah, they are similar. The only difference is that one is on the flip zone, and the other one can be maybe just near the key level, maybe even just below that key level or that point of interest. So we have an example. So this was my point of interest here. Okay, this one, the higher time frame key level. As price was coming to the key level, look what they decided to give us an accumulation. This is an accumulation. You see this trend line, they're respecting it. So people are buying here. Then once price go to the key level, and then they dropped. You see how they dropped to take out all those trend line buyers. I mean, some of the ones who are here. And then they took them out. So this was the accumulation. Actually, I think I saw one yesterday on okay, I'll get there. It's okay. Here, this is my order block to sell. And then now another variation of the 3-drive is when the 1, 2, 3. Sometimes no matter when you put the trend line, it's going to touch the 3 points. Price will touch the trend line, like here. 1, as you can see here. This was the order block, right? First drive, second drive, third drive, and then price sells, right? Okay. Oh, this was also a flippy. I forgot. This is also a flippy. I did not see it there. Okay, a flippy. Support, and then there was this. So you see, there were these equal highs. People would have sold here, maybe waiting for price wanting price to come down here, maybe way down here. Okay, but what did price do? Price went back, and then they took them out into the point of interest. So this was a flippy and also a 3-drive. This one, this sell here. But as I was saying, sometimes with the 3-drive, the second drive does not touch the trend line, like what happened here. First drive, second drive, then third drive. Sometimes the second drive does not touch the trend line. Doesn't touch, but it's still a 3D, as you can see here. So don't be too strict. Okay, this is the same, the one that I just showed you. I think I should just delete this. All right. Here another one. First drive, second drive, third drive, and then price bought. This was my higher time frame key level. I think it was the order block or something. All right. Even here, I think, is it the same as the previous one? Oh yeah, it's the same. It's the same. Here again, with our order block here for a buy, price was coming down. First drive, second drive, third drive, price bought. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then price goes up. All right, this one is not clear. I think these ones were clear on the lower time frame. This is an accumulation for a buy. You see how the trend line, then once price gets to the point of interest, there was a shift. But here, the thing now is, with this point of interest, it was against the trend. It was opposite the trend. That's why there was only a short-term buy, then price came down. It was a short-term point of interest, because price was still bearish. So don't forget your market structure. Here, our point of interest to buy, first drive, second drive, third drive, price goes up. Here, again, our point of interest, we have an accumulation, right? But also notice that with even this accumulation, sometimes price will break the trend line, but we don't trade trend line for us. We don't do that. But I'm just showing that sometimes they will break the trend line. Why? To take out to trap people who are trading trend lines. Because normally once you see a trend line break, people want to sell. Okay, so what did they do here? They broke it to take out the buyers here, the ones who bought here. That's why they broke it. Take out the buyers, and then the ones who put their sell here on the trend line, and then they also took them out. So that's what that's why they did this, to take out the buyers and also the sellers and continue to go up. All right, that's what happened here. And then as you can see, trend line, and then they go to the point of interest and they sold. So this, like I said, these can increase the odds of your, of your point of view. Same thing here, accumulation, point of interest, drop so fast. Normally when you see an accumulation happening before news, most of the time they're going to do this. They will do this. So let's say news is coming up. There's a high volatility news coming up, and price is moving to your point of interest with an accumulation. They might, I'm not saying they will every time, but they might hit the point of interest, and then when news comes up, and they will drop so fast to take out all these trend line buyers, all the ones who are buying here. Another one here, I think the same one. Even here, another accumulation, but price was against the trend. Price was still bullish. Another accumulation here into the point of interest, and LP, stop hunt, BMS, there was no return. And then this is the accumulation, price coming back. And all these breaks here are to trap the people who trade trend lines, to take out the buyers or to take out the sellers. Then into the point of interest, drop. Okay, this is the same chart. Another 3D, 1, 2, 3, into the point of interest, sell. Accumulation into the point of interest, again, sell. Big sell to take out the buyers. Another here with a 3D here. One, I think this was an SDE. Yeah. Rejection, break market structure, point of interest, 1, 2, 3, 3 drive into the POI, sell. Another one here, 1, 2, 3, buy into the point of interest. Accumulation, sell. I think we did this one. Right? Okay, but anyway. 1, 2, 3. I haven't seen how to do this. Oh, I think it's this one, yes. 1, 2, 3, and then price small accumulation, then price goes up. 1, 2, 3, price goes up. 3 Ds, another 3D here. 1, 2, 3, price goes up. I think some pairs have more 3Ds, some have accumulations. 1, 2, 3 also, price goes up. 1, 2, 3, price goes up. Accumulation into this point of interest, mitigation block, price goes up. I think this is the same chart, right? J, yeah, same chart. This was a flippy. Yeah, I think it was a flippy flip zone of this low. Yes, flippy. Old low. And then people started to sell. Resistance, price took them out into the point of interest, drop. Accumulation. $3D, 1, 2, 3, price goes up. Accumulation here. This one also sort of like accumulation, and then price sells. The same chart. This one looked like a 3D, 1, 2, 3, also like an accumulation. That's why I drew the both trend lines for the 3D and also for the accumulation. Sometimes you can get both 2 PAs. Okay, they can give you 2 PAs, 1, 2, 3. Order block is here. Yeah, so let's go to, was it gold? I think that I saw yesterday. 3D sell. No, I think I will. Oh, this happened. Oh, that's a repetition of this. I think I have a few more to just, okay. Open. Okay, so now we're here. I was looking at, was it gold on Friday? Yeah, gold. It was this order block. This one. Right. So high, low, high. And then when price was coming back, if you went to 15 minutes, there was this accumulation. This accumulation, this. Unless you've, even a 3D also there. So it was both an accumulation and 3D. 1, 2, 3, price goes up, accumulation here. This trend line here. So people were selling here. Sell, 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 sell. Okay. So that's the reason why they went so fast here. The price was going so fast to take out all the sellers here. That's what they did. This looks like the block was here. I remember. Empty. Yeah, it was empty. So this one is a flippy. Okay, this is the flip zone. Okay, flip zone there. So you see, so there are people who sold here. Okay, if they got out early, then they are lucky. But then some of them, they were still waiting to sell again. I think here they sold again. When they saw this pin here, they sold again. They think it's rejection. It's a flippy, and then price spikes up. straight into the point of interest, this order block, and then price now sells. This was the flip. Here we didn't get something clear here. Okay. But it's just because there's no PA doesn't mean you shouldn't buy or sell. You can still buy and sell, even if there's no PA. What you do, like I always say, go to the lower time frame and look for a lower time frame key reversal. I think I saw something on EU. Oh yeah, yes. So remember yesterday I marked this order block in the group. I marked this order block. This was the PA 1, 2, 3 drive, and then they sold. They sold in Asia. Okay, so obviously I didn't see this because when it's Asia, I'll be sleeping. So this was three drive into this order block and price sold. There's also the 3 drive from last week. What did we have there? We had this order block here. This order block. And there was a 3 drive, 1, 2, 3, and then price bought last week. Let's see if we can have more. This can also be sort of like a flippy support. Not clear though, not clear. Or it can be the other variation of equal highs, then they spike up into the what? The order block here, and they sell. So we're looking at things that can also increase your chances of your point of interest working. This can be an accumulation, yeah, sort of accumulation, when they sell on this order block. So the 3D towards the point of interest. This one. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and then they sold. I think even here we had that last for the block. What is this? Yeah, 3D. First drive, second drive, third drive. Is it accumulation? Not really. Okay, this one is a bit, this also not clear here. This pair, the JPY pairs, they love accumulation. Just so you know, JPY pairs, they love accumulation. Wait. I marked something last week. I think it was this one, right? Yeah, it was this accumulation, this one. Accumulation. Also flip zone. Yeah, flippy there. And then spike up into that mitigation block, and then they sell. So that's why there was this big drop to take out these buyers who were buying on the trend line. This is another variation of a flippy, where as they are coming down, they start to range here. As you can see, they are ranging here. People see this rejection and say, okay, we are going to buy this support. And then price takes them out, and then the price buys. As I say, flip zone. It looks like it's using this high here. Resistance, turn support, takes them out into the order block, then price goes up. Yeah, another flippy here. We have more. So the key is just look at how is price approaching your point of interest. If you don't have any, just look for a lower time frame reversal on the point of interest. That's what you look for. So normally this here, this is an accumulation. I just wanted to check like what's the point of interest used here. Okay, so technically it was this order block. This was also an SDE, rejection, BMS, and then there was an accumulation into the point of interest, big drop. So one thing that I can tell you, JPY pairs, they love to do accumulation a lot. Yeah, I think that's all. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? All right. So the homework is just to do it. Do the PA. Mark your point of interest, which I've taught you so far, and then look at how price was approaching that point of interest. Was it a 3D? Was it an accumulation? Or was it a flippy? Then you can mark also the PA. That's the homework for today. And this is our last lesson. So I wish you all the best. Just practice, man. Practice. That's all I can tell you, man. That's how I also became better. Practice a lot. Okay. If you follow my rules, you're going to make it. If you don't, well, then that's up to you. Okay. Forex is boring. That's one thing I can tell you. Why is it boring? Because you are following the rules. It's a repetition of the same thing again and again. That's why they say, some Forex is boring. Because you're just repeating the same thing. Okay, but people make it so difficult because they want to have another strategy, they want another one. You see, once you're done from here, you see another one teaching Y coffee, go to Y coffee, go to supply and demand, you go to BTM. Man, just stick to one thing. Honestly, you can't be doing medicine, engineering, accounting, you are in law at the same time. Stick to one thing. Honestly, just stick to one thing. That's what I can tell you. Stick to one thing. And the one thing that I can help you is a journal. Always have a journal. Always have a journal where you write everything down. Okay, and always even take screenshots of the before and after. That's how you learn. That's how you can see your mistakes, where you made mistakes. Okay, try as much as to do that. That's how you can see what your common mistakes are. But anyway, yeah. So I wish you all the best, and then just practice. But this is not an easy business. I won't lie to you. Forex is not easy. It takes time. But if you put in the practice and the work, you make it. You're going to make it. Put in the time. and stick to one thing. Stick to one thing. And don't skip the forward testing. Like I said, back test the strategy, how did it work previously? Then don't forget this, the forward test. This is where I'll even put it like this. Yeah, this, if I were to put it like this, and this is the live. This I'll put a big box here. Okay, back testing is just a small part of it. Yeah, and then this is the bigger part. Well, this is where you need to perfect everything. Forward test your setup. Forward test in many different all the different pairs, different sessions. Forward test on a smaller account, or even if you want a demo, it's okay. But I don't like demo because demo, there are no emotions. So I prefer using a center account or a smaller account. Forward test until it's perfect, until you've mastered that setup, and you have data. That's why I spoke about data. Data, what is data? Data is from back testing and forward testing. That with this setup, I have taken 200 setups with it. And out of these 200 setups, I had maybe even a 60% or 76, okay, even 50 from 50 to 70% win rate with this setup. Okay, and I took maybe my account from $50 to 150. Not gambling, but slowly. Now I can go to a bigger account and put thousands, or even go to a fund account and buy those bigger accounts, 100,000. Because I have the rules now. I'm just taking the same rules here and applying them to the bigger account. It becomes easy now. Instead of experimenting here on a bigger account, no, don't do that. Unless you have money. Some people have money. I won't lie to some traders are rich. They can afford to experiment. So if that's you, then yeah. So that's what I can just advise. So anyway, yeah, I'll post this in the group, and then if you download all the videos in the group, you can leave the group. There's no point in staying in the group because I'm going to delete it. I think today's what, Monday, Tuesday. Maybe on Wednesday I'll delete it. Yeah, give you guys time to download all the videos, and then I'll delete it on Wednesday. Because now all of you are now in the other group, so there's no point for you to be in two groups. So again, I repeat, download all the videos and then leave the group. I'm not going to post anything else. Okay, that's it. This will be the video. Then I'll just write something below it, and that's it. Once you're done, leave the group and go in another group. And then Wednesday mid morning, I'll just wake up and delete the whole group. If you didn't download the videos, that's your own problem. Because I'm giving you time. I repeat, I'm giving you time to download the videos. So don't start complaining and say I didn't see it. I'm giving you time, at least 2 days or 3, I think. Yeah. Download the videos and leave the group. You're in the other group. If you still have any problems, you can contact me anytime. Anytime you have questions, contact me whether in the group masterclass or in my DM. You can come anytime. Anytime, come. I have a problem with this. I saw this. This is what's happening. Help me. I don't know what's going on. Anytime. Anytime. Obviously, but if you send me a message and I'm sleeping, obviously I'll answer in the morning when I wake up. So anyway, yeah, that's all for this mentorship. I wish you all the best and take care of yourself, guys. Take care and goodbye. And yeah, and those who didn't do their finish their homework, it's okay. I know sometimes you guys are busy with work, family, school. Take your time. You can still send the homework. Take your time. Take your time. It's not a race. It's a marathon. Take your time. All right. Okay. So see you. Goodbye.